Hello. Hello. All the guys are requested to unmute your videos, and one or two guys unmute your videos and just tell me whether I am audible or not.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Video is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Patkure Shri, I think roll number 50, serial number, roll number 50.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You have to unmute your videos. Okay.
Okay, sir. Hello, sir.
Yeah. Good morning. Now you can unmute your video. Stop your video.
Okay, sir. Yes.
All the guys, screen is visible for you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, almost 53 guys are enrolled today. Few of the guys are not there. So welcome to all of the guys to our electronics and telecommunication department. Today, firstly, I will introduce myself. Myself as Ajay Manorko, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Electronics and Telecommunication since last 10 years, and in this area as a teaching profession from last 15 years. I'm a not as a teacher. Every time I'm as a listener, just like you. So today, without wasting too much time, I will concentrate on our presentation. Firstly, today we have just an introduction about the what will be course contents are there. So as we have the subject for this second semester, which is analog circuit 1 for this semester, as well as for the next semester, you have the analog circuit 2. So what will be a course curriculum for this? So the title of this course is Analog Circuit 1, which is having 3 lectures weekly, which carries 3 points, which carries the 3 credits. So for understanding of these subjects, we should know what is the basic requirement of this subject. For this one, you should be familiar with 12th standard physics and some electrical information, just like Kirchhoff's voltage law, Kirchhoff's current law, voltage divider rule, current divider rule, Ohm's law. These are the important basic concepts which is essential for while discussing this course, and it is important. So these are the primary or a preliminary requirement for this subject. And I hope in the electrical technology subject, you have electrical engineering subject, you have learned that this concept, even in the engineering physics, you have learned some sort of a physics knowledge. In the electrical technology, you have learned all the Ohm's law, Kirchhoff's laws, either Kirchhoff's current law or Kirchhoff's voltage law, how to apply voltage divider rule for a series network, and how to apply a current divider rule for the parallel network, and what is a power dissipation expression for any circuit. Basically, Kirchhoff's voltage law is applied to any closed loop circuits, and the Kirchhoff's current law is applied to at any node of the circuit will be there. So what will be exactly circuits? This more elaborately will be covered in your network analysis subject, which will be conducted by the Sontak sir. So what is the description of our course? This course has been designed to introduce a student with the constructions, their theory, characteristic of various electronic devices. Also, this course will lay a strong foundation, fundamental base of discrete solutions to develop the capacity of to analyze, interpret, and then design the different electronic circuits. Why we should to analyze, interpret, and the design, and why the analog circuit is important. At the end of this PPT, we will discuss that. Next. What will be course objective for this theory paper? The course objective for this one is to explain the difference between various types of diodes. One. Next, to explain the operation of transistors and its different configurations. Third, to explain the working of electronic circuits like a diode, amplifiers, using the BJT as well as a MOSFET. To explain the small signal model used for the performance analysis of electronic circuit, this is the fourth objective. And the lastly, to illustrate the method of designing the electronic circuits using discrete components. So in this circuit, guys, every circuit, before starting every circuit, firstly, you are understanding their theory knowledge. Once you acquire their theory knowledge, based on that one, we'll go for the analysis of this circuit. Once we acquire the analysis of the circuit, we will test their performance of the circuit during the lab sessions, and we are during the lab sessions using implementing the design methods are there. So for a designing of a circuits, what designing methods we have to consider, what parameters we have to need to consider, all these things will be discussed throughout the semester one by one. Next, the course outcome. The course outcome, the first course outcome is to understand the working of discrete devices like a diode and transistors. We should be able to analyze the performance of electronic circuits, mostly voltage amplifiers using a hybrid parameter model. Third outcome, it will be evaluate the performance of a diode and the voltage amplifiers. The fourth outcome, the design the electronic circuits for a given specification. Guys, important thing, to design the electronic circuits for a given specification using a discrete component such as a diode, BJT, and the MOSFET are there. And depending upon your specification, you have to select appropriate rectifiers, filters, or amplifier for a given applications. Next, what will be a course assessment throughout this semester? So as we are familiar with, it carries 100 marks. So it's having assessments in semester evaluation 1, which carries 10 marks. Here, these 10 marks are divided into two parts where we use two tools. One tool is for the assignment and one tool is multiple choice question. So here, one of the chapter we will declare as a MCQ, and based on that chapter, you have to appear or you have to give the multiple choice questions on a Moodle platform. Next, the assignment tool. So as in semester evaluation is up to the mid sem, so up to 50% syllabus will be covered. Mostly 3 chapters will be covered. So based on these 3 chapters, we have to write 3 assignments on these chapters. Each one assignment for one assignment for each chapter. Mid-semester examination, it's a 30 marks. Actually, it's a 50 marks, or it's converted into the 30 marks, where the probability first 3 chapters for the paper will be there. What will be strategy for the mid-sem examination conduction? That will be inform you a letter by the departmental exam coordinator or a central exam coordinator will be there. Next, the in-semester evaluation, obviously again a 10 marks. It's having 2 heads again in here. One is for a tutorial and the second is either declared test or oral examination. These 2 are individually carries for 5 marks. Definitely at the end semester examination for 50 marks is there. Next, what will be a breakup of a lectures throughout the semester? What will be a lectures and how much durations will be required? The first lectures today's it's a 1 hours. The first chapter or first unit we have the semiconductor diode, where we are understanding what are the basics of a semiconductor theory, PN junction diode, and once we understood that PN junction diode, what are their diode current, their equations, and what are their applications, all these ones we will understood in the first chapter, which is a semiconductor diode carries at least 8 hours point contact, 8 hours contact we require. The second chapter, unregulated power supply, based on their diode information theory knowledge. Based on that one, we will learn here, we have to learn there what are different types of rectifiers, either half-wave rectifiers, full-wave rectifiers, bridge rectifiers. Already you have slightly learned about this one in the 12th standard, maybe 11th standard. So that we will slightly review that knowledge, and with added that the filters we need to understand here. different types of filters, what are their significance, why the filters are needed for their analysis, that is important. And at the end, we have to design the unregulated power supply through with the capacitor filter or with the filter, different types of a filter. And one of the filters we will implement during the practical sessions. To cover this, we require 8 hours point contact. Next chapter is a voltage regulator. So in this voltage regulator, what is the need of a voltage regulator we have learned? What are the disadvantages of an unregulated power supply? What are disadvantages of an unregulated power supply? What are the regulation parameters? What are different types of voltage regulators? Either a series voltage regulator, shunt voltage regulators, and their analysis, their performance parameters, and their designing. We have to learn in this chapter a voltage regulator. To conduct this, to finish this chapter, we require at least 8 hours contact should be there. After finishing the voltage regulator, we have to go for the transistors. So since the transistors are two types, we have to learn here. Transistors are two types. One is a bipolar junction transistors and the MOSFET. There's a metal oxide field effect transistors are there. This we have to learn it. What are their different types of configuration of these transistors? How what are different biasing networks are there? All these one we have to study in these transistors, either using a BJT or the FET transistor, which is a field effect transistors are there. The BJTs are the current operated and the FET are the voltage operated devices are there. Next, the chapter number 5, again the transistor biasing biasing of a BJT as well as a MOSFET. To cover this one, mostly we require the 8 hours. Actually, we will require 6, not more than 6 hours or 8 hours. But I have mentioned here as per the syllabus is concerned. Then chapter number 6, where we have to learn the transistor amplifiers are there. In this transistor amplifiers, we have to learn what is the need of amplifiers, their designing of a transistor amplifier, their analysis for different parameters like input impedance, output impedance, voltage gain, current gain with a source, voltage gain with source. These parameters we need to find for these amplifiers. And once we go for the analysis, then we have to design one of the amplifier during the lecture session, and that amplifiers we need to implement during the practical sessions. So like in this way, we have a contact hours of around 48 to 49 contact hours are required to finish this slides. Next, what will be books we have to refer for this course? The suggested readings for this one. The first one is Electronic Device and the Circuits by the Alan Motorshed and the Prentice Hall. This EDC Alan Motorshed will be cover the chapter Unregulated Power Supply. The second, the Electronic Device and the Circuits by the Millman and Halkis, the second edition, Tata McGraw-Hill publication. So this book here to refer for the chapter number 3, which is a voltage regulator. No, sorry guys, this is not important for a Millman Halkis is not so far important. For a voltage regulator, you have to prefer Goel Kethan book, Goel Kethan author. The title is a monograph on electronics design principles are there for the voltage regulator. Next, Electronic Device and the Circuits by David Bell, Prentice Hall publications. So this is a preferred for the first chapter, which is a semiconductor diode will be there. Next one, and again Electronics Device and the Circuit Theory by Bolstead, Navatsky, Pearson edition. This also book is referred for the chapter number 1, semiconductor physics, as well as their transistor, transistor biasing, and the transistor amplifiers are there. Next, guys, throughout this semester, one more course you have to perform during the laboratory session, which is called as a analog circuit lab. So this lab having a 2 hours of a lab for weekly, and it's carried as 1 credits. So for this subjects, you require the basic electrical engineering knowledge. Again, the course description is the same as with analog circuits. So this is a lab session. The objective of this lab work is that to explain the working of a diode and the transistor. Second, to explain the working of electronic circuits like rectifiers, filters, and the voltage amplifiers using the BJT, MOSFET, and the FET are there. Next, to illustrate the method of designing electronic circuits, electronics using discrete components. Therefore, to explain the practical way of measuring AC alternating current, DC direct current parameters of the circuits like rectifiers, filters, voltage regulators, and voltage amplifier for their performance analysis. The course outcome of this, if the after finishing this, the students will be able to get the outcome as in terms of they are able to demonstrate the working of electronic circuits using the BJTs, FET, like circuits are rectifiers, filters, and voltage amplifiers. They are able to test and analyze the performance of our rectifiers, filters, and the voltage amplifier using BJT and the FET. They are able to evaluate the performance of our rectifiers and the voltage amplifiers, and definitely they are able to design the electronic circuits for a given specification will be there. The course assessment for this one is again for the in semester it's carries a 50 marks. For this 50 marks is divided into 2 parts. One is as a 25 marks and the another is as a 25 marks. The 25 marks for the laboratory work. In this laboratory work, guys, you have to perform at least 10 experiments based on our curriculum, and the 25 marks for the course level project based learning activity. Here we are providing, we have the 5 heads for under this one. The first one is your presentation. Second is your project report. Third is model implementation. Fourth is your knowledge and understanding. And fifth is question answering. Based on this one, your evaluation will be there. So what will be their rubrics for this one? That we will discuss later. So in the course level PBL activity, once your batches are the formed, you have to form the groups for this one. For the forming the group, the condition is that you have to form the group within the batch, not outside your batch. So it's a mandatory that you have to form the groups within the batch, and the group should not be more than 4 candidates. The group should not be more than 4 candidates. It should be involve at least 1 ladies, 1 girls, and either 1 girls or the boys are there. So it should be a combination of both the male and the female should be there. It's important because you have to how to end. This is a motto behind this is a compulsory or a motto behind doing this one is how to you have to interact with the females. That is important, which is a basics requirement. If you are placed in the industry at that time, you have to deal with your opposites genders. So at that time, it will be we want to develop that one of the uh, activity amongst you is there. Now the question is coming is why the analog circuit is there. So the important thing that we know that in the most of the household we have a microwave oven. In this microwave oven, we are putting the foods and it gets heated, and we are providing some time. After completion of that time, the buzzer will be turned on, beeping is to be there, and you are getting the notification from the microwave oven that the counter is over and you have to take the food away from the mm, microwave oven. So what is the role of here analog circuits or here electronics? The important thing is that as here this microwave oven is working on electricity. So here electrical as well as the electronics roles are coming in here. So once the power supply is turned on from the AC voltage where a 230 voltage is there, that should be here, and that is given to the internal coil, heater will be there, and this section is deals with the electrical technology or electrical engineering where we are the electron students. Here the electron students are need to go for the electrical here for this one. The electrical students, they will be a convert, or the electrical engineer students, they will be convert the electrical energy into either any of the form like a heat, like a temperature and so on. For this one, they are taking input as electrical signal, electricity, and they are producing output as a heated the mail is there. So that is the output for the electrical. But what will be a electronics? In case of electronics, as we have the same platform for the electricity, but important thing that they are electrical technology or electrical engineerings are used for the converting electrical energy into the either form. But the electronics engineers do that role when for how much duration this microwave oven should be heated. So how much amount of a current should be a flow, how much duration current should be a flow, what should be a temperature, all these controlling should be done by the electronics. And here guys, we are the electronics engineers are coming. So means finally we can say that the electrical engineerings are used for the converting electrical energy into the into another form, but electronic students are using to control the flow or the control or to control or switch the flow of electricity is where we are the electronics students are coming in picture. So this is the important is. So that's why we have to learn the analog circuit. So similarly, if we consider the one more example as a washing machine. In this washing machine, what will be there? If you observe that here are the drum is there, water has to be filled, motor is rotating this one. Yes, the all this one. All these are deals with the electrical. Once the power supply is turned on, they will be rotate. But who will be decide for how much duration this motor has to be run? How much, for what speed the motor has to be run? The second, if their water is not there, whether that motor should be a turn on or turn off, or it will be continuously run. And if the for how much duration this the clock has to be footed for the revolving motion, what should be the cyclone speed of this one, all these necessary conditioning action, controlling action has to be performed by the electronic guys, by the electronics engineering students. So this is the one of the example. Similarly, if we conduct one more example, automotive car or automatic car. The here, if you observe that it's an automatic car, here the motors, here the in this automatic car, the electrical DC motors are there, batteries are there, yes, the axle bars are there. But if you observe that here on a driver seat, there is a console in it where you can have that you want to control the infotainment system. You want to turn on temperature of the, you want to turn on the AC. You want to turn the left indicator, right indicator, left indicators. You want to indicate the parking sensors. So as here, electricity is available in the form of a DC, but what should be amount of a voltage should be delivered to these left indicator, right indicators, parking sensors, infotainment systems, all these one we should need to control. And for that purpose, we require. So if you observe that this one, we have the number of these are DC motors are in the number of DC motors are in the automotive vehicles, and these are deals with electrical, but we are deals with your controlling of all these one. If you are sitting in the car, if some pressure is coming in front of the head, and immediately our airbag should be work, this is a mandatory requirement. And who will be take this decision? This decision will be taken by the analog electronics or in electronic students engineering are there. Also, if EBD systems are there for the now the system, electronic braking system. If there suddenly something is there, happen coming is there, and if you want to suddenly stop it there, at that time, all this wheels should be stopped. This immediate action has to be taken, and this will be taken by the taken care by the electronics engineering students are there. So let's one more example, guys. We have that air conditioning. In this air conditioning, we want to control this one air conditioning through a mobile. So mobile is our electronics era. Yes. So for this, if you observe that all these one, so this information is related to the electrical information. But we want to control what should be temperature in the room, what should be wind speed, all these, and we should want to monitorize, control through by electronics. So guys, that's why we require the electronics engineering. Hello guys, all the guys, please unmute yourself. Shital?
Yes, sir.
Are you have any doubts about this one course? Slightly for
No,
your
sir.
questions.
No, sir.
So the first question I would like to ask you whether I am
Sir.
audible for all of you.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, whether
Yes, sir.
picture is clear for all of you, whatever the screen is shared on you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What your technically difficulties face here? Okay. So now I will take attendance. So guys, please leave it, and you have to give your attendance. Okay, roll number 1,
Present, sir.
2, roll number 2, 3,
Present, sir.
4,
Present, sir.
5,
Present, sir.
6, roll number 6, 7,
Present, sir.
8, 8,
Present, sir.
9,
Present, sir.
10,
Present, sir.
11. Roll number 11. Roll number 11 absent. 12,
Present, sir.
13,
Present, sir.
14,
Present, sir.
15,
Present, sir.
16,
Present, sir.
17,
Present.
18,
Present, sir.
19,
Present, sir.
20, 20, 20. Roll number 20 is absent. 21, 22, 23,
Present, sir.
24,
Present,
25,
sir.
26, 27,
Present, sir.
28,
Present, sir.
29,
Present, sir.
30,
Present, sir.
31,
Present, sir.
32,
Present, sir.
33, 34, 35,
Present, sir.
36,
Present, sir.
37,
Present, sir.
38,
Present, sir.
39, 39, 40,
Present, sir.
41,
Present, sir.
42, 42, 43,
Present, sir.
44,
Present, sir.
45,
Present, sir.
46,
Present, sir.
47,
Present, sir.
48, 48, 48, 49,
Present, sir.
50,
Present, sir.
51,
Present, sir.
52,
Present, sir.
53, 53, 54, 55,
Present, sir.
56,
Present, sir.
57, 57, 58, 58,
Present, sir.
59,
Present, sir.
59, 60, 60,
Present, sir.
61,
Present, sir.
62,
Present, sir.
63,
Present, sir.
64,
Present, sir.
65, I think 64 is last, na?
Yes, yes.
So guys, just a minute, wait. Okay, I repeat guys. Roll number 11 present. Roll number 11. Roll number 11 absent. Roll number 20, 25, 26,
Present.
25 present.
25 present, sir.
25 is
Yes,
present.
sir.
Yeah, okay.
Yes,
26,
sir.
26, 26, 33, 48,
Present, sir.
33 is present. 48, 48, 53, So guys, thanks for viewing the lectures. So next time we will start the exactly theory course of this one. So wish you best of luck for this subject, and you have to prepare for this one according to this one. So guys, anyone has having a query apart from this technical issue and so on, you can talk with that one. So guys, we have only 1 minute for the interaction. Anyone want to speak it? Yes, Vaishnavi Patil, Shraddha Patil, you want to say something?
No, sir.
No. Okay. So okay guys, please take care, stay at the home and attend the lectures regularly. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Uno te está hablando.